Hello, this is your bonus video as promised. Happy birthday to you all. Bonus video as promised. Let's get into it, Aquarius. We're going to keep this very short. We're going to keep it very, very short. Very short. All right. Or whatever source tells me to do with you all. So in your previous video or previous videos, you all discovered, a lot of you all have discovered, go pull your birth chart. Make sure you're in the right career for yourselves. All of the experience from your past, it doesn't really matter what kind of job you worked. Like I said in the previous video, you could have worked fast food. It doesn't really matter. Source is going to use all of that to help you to, you're going to be using all of it for your North Node, right? Your North Node, MC, right? So MC, right? It's going to feel like, for you all can look at MC, and I have on the birth chart on the second channel, on the knowledge channel, I have the whole birth chart broken down, so you can go look at that. The link is below in the description. So let's get into your reading. Again, this is a bonus video for you all. I hope that you all close out cycles in love, Aquarius. Keep your vibrations very, very high. A lot of things, like I said, because you're ruled by two outer planets, a lot of things may not have been immediately clear to you all for many, many generations, many, many years. But a lot of you all are breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses and don't even realize what you're doing. So find out what your MC is. 10th house. Find out what it is. Find out what your, like I said, your MC is. You need to know what, if you're in the right, doesn't matter what your age is either. The source is going to use all of that. The source has been using all of that to get you to where you, need to be, right? Need to be. So, so you want to stay focused. You absolutely want to stay focused. So, right. Let's get into it. So, I detach myself from anger and replace it with compassion. That's right. Yeah, you replace it with compassion. Once you learn your ruling planets, and you, like you said, you all are ruled by two outer planets. You're ruled by Uranus, which is a planet of change, liberation, and freedom. And that's the Fool card. You're closing out cycles, which the Uranus actually went station direct, so it's no longer retrograde, just so we're crystal clear. And you all are ruled by Saturn. Saturn is a traditional planet. It's the planet of maturity and authority. But it's also about rules, boundaries, enforcing boundaries, all those. And there's a generational. So the reason why you all can close out your cycles in love is because things have been passed down to you generationally, just like you inherited gifts. Some people inherit property, whatever you inherited, like your gifts, talents, property, whatever. The physical and the spiritual gifts. You also put forth the effort, Aquarius, to learn about what your purpose here on planet Earth is. So as we move closer and closer to this full moon in Leo on the 12th of February, right? Leo is ruled by the sun, your sun sign, right? Your sun sign, not, it's your polarity sign, but you're my sun/star sign. So it's just saying to you, you can really, really put your focus on, you really, really can put your focus on the reason why you're here. Yeah. Your 10th house, MC, focuses on your North Node. So pull your birth chart, find it out. I want to keep reiterating that because a lot of people have found themselves, still trying to figure out what their purpose is. Age doesn't have anything to do with it. Some people who have pulled birth charts, they know. But yeah, your 10th house tells how you are seen on a professional level. It shows how we're seen in professional social status, social standing. It gives us insight into career generalizations. So, yeah. 511, inner power. So unlock your potential. Oh, I love this. Okay. Unlock your potential. This looks like the color orange, right? So orange also connects us with the sacral chakra. So something creative, something very creative. You're an air sign, but you're a water bearer. Unlock your potential. So your angels call upon you to think of something that you are scared to do and consider doing it. Okay. So it's time to have confidence in the parts of yourself you feel are weak, and there are supportive angelic energy on your side. So reflect on what you feel you can't get because of a lack of confidence in life. Asking for a raise, making a friendship closer, taking that new class. I love this. The time to go for it is now. Inner power. That's right. Time, because this connects us with, like I said, connects us with your creative energy, right? And so this is nice. Okay, we're going to just dive right into your reading. Again, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. All right. Okay, 11th house is going to be significant to you because, again, we're talking about, Aquarius rules the 11th house as friendships, communities, social life, right? Also, when we talk about sacral chakra, we're talking about your creative energies, right? So we're talking about you have water also in your chart. You're an air sign, but you're a water bearer, right? So your 4th house is going to be significant to you because that connects you with home, family, origins, and then going back generationally to see what gifts you've inherited. So a lot of you all have inherited love for music or arts or things like that. You want to start focusing on those things. You also, 8th house, like I said, transformation is also going to be really, really important to somebody. And also your 12th house, right? Your 12th house is the service, seclusion, self-sacrifice, right? You're dreaming bigger again. Somebody's going to learn how to start dreaming bigger again. I love this. All right, let's get into it. Again, this is a general reading bonus, and let's get into it. So yeah, a lot of you all come from a lot of creativity. You're unlocking your potential. So yeah, asking for a raise, get creative about asking for a raise, right? Those are your, 2nd house, your resources, your possession, your money, right? Then we're talking about like making a friendship closer. For some of you all, that could speak to a couple of houses, for you. 7th house, relationships, partnerships, and marriage. And then, maybe taking on a new class, that could be your 10th house, achievement, career, reputation. That could be several things too. Higher education is 9th house, right? That's just something you could be adventurous and do something there. All right. Soulmate. So you're also, but by the way, these are both of your hands, right? Duality, right? That's a duality. Right, both of your hands. So you kind of know what your soul at this point. You know what your soul needs. You know what your soul wants. Right, just creatively, you know that from just your karmic relationships in the past. Right, and now we're in the year of 9. So yeah. So you here we have the 5 of Swords here. Let's see what else we got going on here. Here we have the Empress card. Here we have the Fool card here. So this connects us to Uranus, and Uranus is stationed direct in Taurus, right? And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then. Alrighty, here we have the Page of Pentacles here, and then also the 8 of Cups, right? So what you all can connect with soul energy, like soulmate energies, it's being in karmic relationships, even with loved ones, right? Where there's people who are jumping to conclusions, saying that you're argumentative or that you're hostile, even though they may have, this is a form of mind games and dark magic. Because a lot of things that you can relate to in terms of soul energy, right? But looking here, you're saying a lot of things for you. You're detaching yourself from any anger and replacing it with compassion, because that stuff is generational. That is generational. You know, people trying to get answers out of people by starting an argument. So think of it this way. Like, for instance, some of you all have been in relationships with people who wanted to go hang out with their friends. And how do they do it? Instead of just saying, hey, I want to go hang out with my friends tonight, they've started an argument with you. It's the same thing in families, whether you're dating somebody or not, right? Everybody has gone through that, being in those poisonous environments. That's why for you, here we have, there's possibly a fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or their sun or moon sign, where somebody could be under that same kind of bullying, you know, until they decide to leave the, you know, distractions behind that fire can bring, right? You know, until they get to a point where they realize, you know what, they're not significant at all in a situation, and they moving on, right? So it takes some people a while to realize that fire connects us with power and identity. It also connects us with a basic need to be significant in a relationship, right? A soul, right? Some people are made to feel so insignificant that, and people create things to make them feel insignificant, right? Like this, right? By starting an argument. So, perfect case in point, like I said before, somebody wants to go hang out with their friends. Guess what? That's more significant. They're where they want to be. So, source is saying you let people go where they want to be. You close out a cycle and you move on, right? You don't stay stuck at number 5. You don't stay stuck at number 5. You toss something into a burning bowl. You let people be where they would rather be. That's how you close out the cycle. You pour back into your cup. You pour that out and pour back into a cup and move on. So let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, so you're detaching yourself from anger and replacing something with compassion, because, like I said before, arguing, if you think about it, giving a person a piece of your mind, a piece of your peace, they want to know what's on your mind, and you're giving something to them when you're like wasting air on something that you could be using. That air, sword energy, is power and intellect. You're giving away your power when you're arguing with someone who's starting something and then coming back and saying you're the one that's argumentative and hostile. So you're not doing that anymore. That would be foolish, right? So that's a bad risk. You've already won something because of your compassion. Yeah, you're victorious. You're already victorious. It's not a competition. There's 2 energies that see you as competition, and they're karmics. There's 2 energies that see you as competition. So whoever these 2 energies are that see you as competition with a soulmate, they already lost. So you already won. So again, close out the cycle. Close out the cycle in love. Yeah. Just like you won't go back to something, eventually somebody will not go back to chaos and confusion. It doesn't produce any reason. It doesn't produce anything. Right? See, right here, it's like tumbleweed back here. There's no growth. You are enlightened. The light is turned on from within. Enlightened. You are enlightened, right? About what somebody is going through. Somebody's kids or whatever going through something with somebody you could have been married to. They're going through the same exact thing that you've gone through. It's not even same thing that you may have gone through in your family. Same thing you may have gone through in a marriage, whether it's a job, marriage, or it could have been a spiritual marriage, maybe not legal. It could have been a spiritual marriage, whatever. You have kids with somebody and you're getting a message. You're getting downloads. Right? You feel like you have a whole new lease on life. You're divinely protected. Divinely protected. People jump to a whole lot of conclusions about you all. When I tell you have a lot of good things coming your way, because again, you cannot replace this nurturing energy. That cannot be copied. It just cannot be copied. People have tried to copy your compassion, but it can't be, again, we talking about 4th house here. We're talking about, Cancer rules 4th house. That's home, family, origins. It just cannot be, right? And so something is also connecting you right there on the cusp of your IC. That's your south node, right? And so for you, if you're in your north node, you can continue to keep moving forward. Look up MC, 10th house, north node. Look that up. If you're already in your north node, anybody who sees you as competition, that's why somebody could be at a crossroad right now trying to make a decision on how you're going to proceed forward. Proceed forward. You can toss something into a burning bowl. Something is already done. The tower has already fallen away from you, not on you. You're having a total recall of some things. A total recall. That's what you have in common with somebody. You and somebody who is a soulmate. It could be somebody you work with. It could be your kids. It could be your parents. It could be soulmate, kindred connections. Is that you and somebody grew up in a household where people jump to conclusions about things, who accuse you of being argumentative when certain energies started it. So, like I said, broke the karmic cycle. Karmic cycle is already broken, right? You got some good news coming across your path. Here's the Page of Cups here. You got some good news coming across your path. One energy wants to return. Somebody who caused a lot of, karmic, one of your karmic wants to return to your life. That's not going to happen because, again, for you, the emotions are deep, and sometimes people don't know where to put those emotions, right? Remember, water, just like this beach right here, water, we're talking about feelings, emotions, moods, subconscious habits, all those things, intuition, all that is real deep. Deep as this ocean right here. But water is shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds it. So if somebody was married to a job, when I say marriage, I don't mean just like romantic. I'm talking about like you could be married to a job. If you're in an environment that you're married to, some kind of an agreement and a contractual agreement in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Let's say the job, you accepted the job, right? So you're getting a paycheck or whatever the job is. If you're in an environment where the emotions are deep, where people try to bait you into an argument to get answers from you, it's going to have a reflection on who's in that environment, right? So you already know what environment people are in by the way they communicate with you. You already know how they feel by how they communicate with you. So somebody wants to return back into your life. And also you got some good news coming across your path too. So a lot of you all will not be going backwards, won't even be talking to certain, exes because of just how argumentative they are. There's just that's where the sword comes out. That's what I'm saying. You will never go back because generationally, that's where they come from. All this arguing and chaos and confusion all the time. Just absolutely jumping to conclusions about everything. Just a bunch of confusion. This is message. It just sends so much mixed signals and messages or something. You're just on a different, like I said, that would be a bad risk for you. It would be foolish. It would be the Fool card in reverse. You're dealing with a bully. Somebody is dealing with a bully. So no, that would be a no. Who does things behind your back, who's caused a lot of stuff behind your back to end your relationship with, and this could be a man or woman, by the way. Right, all of this is genderless. I'm talking to men and women, Aquarius. So I don't want somebody to think this is your ex-husband or ex-wife. It could be ex-wife, ex-husband, whoever. But some things have been done behind your back. Like I said before, that the goal was to cut you out. It just like in your previous reading, because that connects us with Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by the Judgment card, which is an outer planet. It's the outermost planet. It caused all kinds of emotional roller coaster stuff was said and done about you behind your back. Caused a bunch of emotional roller coasters. But the upside of all of this, and there was an obsession with this, and it's still an obsession for energies to be connected to you emotionally. An obsession. Jumping to conclusions and then obsessed when whatever match that they struck and took off like wildfire ended up going nowhere. It wasn't even true. Because that is a reflection of how they are, not you. That's a reflection of how they are, not you. So you're tapping into your inner power. This water also, like I said, connects us with quite a few of your houses, right? It connects you with your sacral chakra, which is the second one. It's colored orange, right? It's kind of like also like in between red, orange. It almost looks like that carnelian there. That carnelian also connects us with the second chakra, but it's right there at the lower chakras, first and second chakras. For somebody from your past, it's just out of alignment, and it's generational. That's why when you hear people say, "Oh my God, I'm having a tower moment," because what's hidden in the tower moment is death. the end, the final ending of something, and the anxiety around it. So somebody has been terrified that they got to hang on to something that belongs to you in an emotional sense, that cause you to be in purgatory, right? Because they've been so afraid to really let you go. All kinds of spell work has been done. All kinds of spell work has been done to argue. You don't love me. This connects us with the heart chakra. You don't love me. You don't trust me. You're not healed. You're not grateful for all that I poured into such and such. You're not compassionate. You're not making the connection here. You haven't forgiven. Yeah, you've done all those things. Your heart chakra is in alignment. Your heart chakra is in alignment, but you still pull out the sword so you can move forward. Yeah, you still pull out the sword so you can move forward. A lot of lies been told about you behind your back. But you also had somebody who had your back as well. Somebody who had your back. So, yeah. So, why would you go backwards? Why would you go backwards to anything? You got too much goodness coming ahead. You're a very compassionate person. Yeah. You're filled with joy. You're very creative. And that's why you're keeping your cup full. You're very fertile in the seeds that you sow. That's the seeds that you sow, meaning that if you sow some seeds that, hey, you want to start a business, you want to do this, just something you're passionate about, like I said, taking that new class, asking for a raise, making a friendship closer, whatever. That's why it says the time to go for it is now. Time to go for it is now. Make sure you pour, make sure your cup is full. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So, yeah, there you go. You're fine. Financial independence. Financial independence. Somebody knows that you are so creative, right? That you are so creative and that you can, but you don't need to keep getting stuff out of the mud. You hear people say, so I didn't get it out of the mud. You don't need to keep getting out of the mud. You're highly creative. What something has done here, and I mentioned this, the Six of Cups here, what you've inherited is now more gifts. More creative gifts. It's almost like a levee has broken in terms of your creative juices. It's like every time somebody tries to do something to hurt you, guess what? Increases your spiritual gifts. Because what you didn't know before, you know now. All you had to do was take your water away from these toxic, these karmic relationships that was draining you, Aquarius. That's why you're closing out your cycle in love. Yeah, you're closing out cycle in love. Now it's like somebody cracked the code in their spirit. Really, it's like, okay, you were in the wrong job, wrong something. That's why I said becoming wrong geographical location. That could literally be in the same company on a different floor in a wrong department, for real. You could be in a wrong department in a company that you feel like, man, this is a company I always wanted to work for. You could literally be in the wrong department around energy vampires. Find out what your MC is. Go to Google and type in with jobs around that. Right, I guarantee you, Aquarius, you all have been doing a lot of that already. You may not have the degrees to have it, but I'm telling you, you've already been doing it. You've been going through it because of how creative you all are. So, yeah, you already found your star. Yeah. It's not about celebrity at all. Everybody is celebrated by somebody. That's a celebrity, right? Everybody's celebrated by somebody. But Source is saying to you, somebody is so highly creative. Geographically, you were in the wrong everything. For somebody, you're just in wrong, like in a karmic cycle. Just in a karmic cycle. Just in this 2 and 8 is 10. Somebody was in a very poisonous environment, right? That you thought was sacred until somebody jumped to conclusion and you realized that none of it was sacred. They went right on the warpath. Immediately went on the warpath, started aligning spies and taking pictures, doing all kinds of stuff. So anyway, Source is balancing you out. Source is definitely balancing you out because the mask has been uncovered. The mask has been uncovered with 2 energies. Yeah. Right? So then we have the 5 of Swords here. Yeah. So you don't need to get into an argument with these energies anymore. You need to just keep on stepping. Keep moving forward. The mask has already been covered as to what was done behind your back. what was said about you behind your back. For some of you all, it's some of your kids. Things have been said about you behind your back. They created just no compassion whatsoever. And so the way you discovered it, the way this water was cleared up here, was that you started circulating water through your moon sign. That's why I always say, find out what your moon sign is. It connects you with your emotions, your mood, your intuition. So you could have had a feeling all day long that something was going on behind your back. Something was being said about you at work or behind your back, or in your family behind your back. But if you don't know how to keep your just like you're cleaning out your cup every single day, right? You're not going to keep drinking from the same cup with all those dust particles flying through the air. I got to give somebody a visual, because sometimes you forget you need to clean it out every single day. Just like you rise and shine every day, get your rest every day. Your water needs to be flushed out every single day. Find out what sets you apart from every other Aquarius. Yeah, that's how Source is balancing some things out fast. It's a quick progression of something, just like it was quickly a quick progression of and being, spreading all these toxic rumors about you and being obsessed with following you around and taking pictures and all of this other stuff. It's going to be just as quickly, because you cannot copy your innate nurturing spirit. You just cannot. I'm telling y'all, some of the jobs where you all have worked, people hire people right behind you, Aquarius, and some people on your old job is like, where in the world is Aquarius? Because the time, attention, and care that you put into something. So, yeah, you can toss some things into a burning bowl. You got some good news coming across your path, right? So, yeah. Yeah, you got some good news coming across your path. Yep, so... yeah, Source brings everything into harmony. Source resolves some kind of conflict that maybe you or somebody else had within themselves. But like when I tell you, people were jumping to conclusions, assuming you were going to spread rumors, they were really talking about themselves. They're saying, they're showing you that's what they would have done to you, and that's what they did. They spread rumors about your sexuality, about how many people you've been with. I mean, just using that creativity for just wasting their own creativity, where you created something that, like I said, and like I said, looking at here, try to lower your money. Sometimes you see the two of coins, you may see like a significant drop in people's income just to raise their income. They wanted to raise their income. And that's what it really was mad. So that means people spreading rumors that took off like wildfire that significantly lowered your income, right? But Source is the one that balanced it out, because people thought, okay, this person is financially independent. They got it. Let's just toss some rumors out there. People will believe this, that, and the other. Oh, they wouldn't want to support you anymore. A lot of you all are entrepreneurs. That's why you see financial independence here. Let's just, put a review on whatever these review sites are and say the business sucks. Oh, I had their cupcakes and there was a piece of glass in the cupcake. Like, what? Or they had bugs in the store, or whatever the case may be, like rodents or whatever. So it's the same, and something took off like wildfire. That's why it was a quick drop in some of you all's money. But they literally not just copied your style, but they are not you. They're not you. That's why your confidence level is about to increase, because Source, you just inherited more gifts, right? That again, but this time you're keeping some things close to the cuff. Source is balancing it out. Your money is about to grow real fast. They'll be watching from the sidelines, but they won't even know. They won't have. Some of you all, like I said, I did see some of you all put your, some things down below. But yeah, they spread a whole lot of rumors about you. Just pray for their strength. Remain meek. Let Source fight your battles. Your creativity just increased by 6. Now you have 6 times the creativity that you had before. Yeah, so here we have, So here we have the Queen of Coins here. You're down to earth. You're relatable. Like I said, Source just gave you more gifts. It's like Source is saying, okay, because this person was a good steward over their gifts, and because there were so many energies trying to steal and take your gifts, whatever you created, right? So it says, not only am I going to add to that, I'm giving you more gifts, more creative ideas that's going to add to it to balance some things out. Because you are down to earth and you are relatable. What the enemy meant for evil, Source is turning around for your good. Source gave somebody a whole new demographic. Yeah. Whatever anxiety you may have been having is going away. It's going away. It's balanced out. It's already balanced out. Here's the King of Swords here. It's already balanced out. Source just put a whole new audience on the front. I'm telling y'all, your business is about to triple. Like times 6, whatever that is, times 6. Yeah. And something is going to feel very much like home for you all. I'm telling you, it's going to feel very, very much like home for you all because you all did not judge people. That's what this is, the hidden part of this. You all did not judge people by their past, their south node, right? You're in your north node. Just because you were no respecter of person. If you've been with my channel for quite some time, Aquarius, and I've been saying that, no respecter of person. You treat everybody the same. It wouldn't matter if they were sitting on a throne with a crown on their head over a nation. You would treat them the same way you would treat somebody who was sweeping the streets. Same way. Same level of respect. It's because of how you treat people, because your heart is in the right place towards people. So them energies who judged you by your physical appearance and jumped to conclusions, Aquarius, they just created opportunities for you and didn't even realize it. They're so busy trying to copy everything instead of them doing the shadow work. They don't even realize the opportunity that's created for you all. Congratulations. All right. Let's see what else we have. So yeah, you're unlocking your potential, inner power, and you're not saying a word about it because now you know Source has already exposed what was said about you behind your back. Source already exposed it to you all. Who said what they were doing, what they planned. The Source unlocked the whole everything, the whole shebang, Aquarius, everything. They poured it all out. You just sat back and listened. You just sat back and listened. So yeah, you can toss some things into a burning bowl. I'm telling you, it is your compassion. You cannot, some people, they just in some things for money. It's literally your compassion and how you treat people. You genuinely are a humanitarian, Aquarius. Something's about to, times 6 for you. Somebody like, there's organizations that you all created years ago that people thought that the organization just kind of fell by the wayside, and it did not. You all have just been working with people kind of, in the background. Those people talked about let's hurry up and create something, and so they could say that you stole the name of the organization. They're already people that you connected with. They're people that you already connected with, Aquarius, that know that they're familiar with this type of stuff. So that's why Source is saying, tap into your inner power. Some of you all as humanitarians have created HIV and AIDS organizations for loved ones who transition and you don't have anything, right? You don't have any diseases, but you created these organizations for people. Some of you all have created diabetes, cancer organizations. You have done walks, aligned yourselves with people, all of this, and people come in copying all of this because people feel like, okay, well, we know this about them. We know they're doing stuff behind your back, thinking that they're creating something that you created, writing books around, oh, well, I have this friend. I know this person who had cancer or diabetes, and I just wish they take care. But it's just for money. And people see it. They see it. But they seen you put the work in. Your gifts have just been increased and by 6, and so has your money. So has your money. So detach yourself from any anger and replace it with compassion. Replace it with compassion. Yeah, something is generational. Here's the Sun card. Source is already shining a light on something. Source is already shining a light on something. Y'all are so forward thinking. You maybe have created some kind of a trust or will or something on behalf of something that you didn't even know that you had the foresight of creating something. These energies, like I said, they'll be watching you from the side. The same ones that lied about you behind your back, they'll be watching you from the sidelines. Source is about to speed it up. Something feels very much like home. You can talk about some subjects, Aquarius, because you have literally walked with people through their journey. And I'm talking about you slow walked them through their journey. Your memory is going to come back. These energies are talking about story, but the same ones that they ostracized and don't want to have anything to do with it. Why? Because it would have messed up their image and their reputation, Aquarius. Listen, you can't fake this. You cannot fake compassion towards mankind. You can't, that's not something, you can't go buy that at the store if you wanted to. Right? That is why some energies were trying to restrict you. And say that you were crazy. Until some people went down a rabbit hole and was like, wait a minute, they're involved in this, and that. They are down to earth and relatable. Yeah, they talked to some people who told on them. So they actually told on themselves by saying what you had already been involved in. Oh, they didn't appreciate. I'm telling you, Aquarius, that's what they were saying. They didn't appreciate. We supported them in this endeavor and that endeavor. They didn't even realize who they were talking to. People were like, wait a minute, they started what organization? They did what? And now you're seeing it being copied on social media by the very energies they're aligning themselves with. Pay attention. Pay attention, Aquarius. The same organizations that they're aligning, they're just telling themselves left and right. Like I said, times 6. That's why energies put so much effort into trying to restrict you, trying to make you look like you're some kind of dark entity, spreading rumors, doing all kinds of stuff, Aquarius, because you've been in the trenches. Like what? You've been in the trench. This is you can't fake it. I'm telling you, you cannot fake it. And that's why you're gonna see some. I'm telling y'all gonna look on social media. You'll be able to see who's aligned with whom because they be talking about the same thing you've been doing 20, 30 years ago. And you're still doing it, but you don't advertise stuff because that's not your... Light High Priestess energy. When I tell y'all innovative, light years ahead. They can't even say that you copied them because it was so far back to something they were embarrassed or ashamed of in their own family, bloodline, generation. We don't want to be associated with those people. So it's like you don't have to. We'll send a humanitarian, someone who genuinely cares about human beings and life to do it. You don't have to. Yeah, there you are sitting on your throne. People already know what you... Aquarius, look, people already know. Right? So yeah, people already know. There's too many people who see... listen, I can't even... Like I said... Increase. Not only have your gifts increased, but your money is about to increase too. So congratulations, you genuinely care about people. So you marching to the beat of your own drum. You weren't a fool, in the past. Source had to put you through, like, you've gone through a lot of pain. This right here, sword energy, where people tried to make you feel powerless. You weren't smart enough. Didn't have enough training, but it was your heart, Aquarius, towards people. I'm telling you, that puts you right at the high priest and high priestess level. Not only do you have the spirit for it, you also slow walked it. Stop playing yourselves, Aquarius. Letting go. Everything indeed is out of control and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. I'm serious. I can't. Aquarius, I'm telling you. Y'all better wake up. Y'all been doing stuff before it was in style. I've been doing stuff before it was cool, in style to do it. And these are the same energies who try to talk about, now they want to jump on the bandwagon. Right? Show the world the real you. You're a humanitarian. Show the world the real you. You deeply, genuinely care about the human race. No respecter of person. If I need to bring it back around, you're no respecter of person. You won't care if they black, white, green, orange, purple, whatever. The same ones that said you didn't know who you were. When you looked in the mirror, you trying to be somebody else. You copying this, you copying that. You was doing stuff in silent when didn't tell anybody what you doing. Just getting rolling up your sleeves and getting to work. When people had to go down, they had to go back down and wait. Hold on, they did what? They work with who? Go ahead and get your rest. Go ahead and get your rest. You don't really have time for the madness. You're gonna start, a lot of downloads are gonna start coming back in. People are gonna make connections, and I'm talking to you wherever you are on planet Earth, right? Because I know this all over the world, right? But you can't fake that. Some people chase the almighty, whatever the currency is, because that's the frequency that they're on. You have a heart to serve mankind, Aquarius. You have a heart to serve mankind. You genuinely care, sincerely care about the human race. Y'all genuinely, sincerely care about the human race. Y'all want to just look on social media. If you ever create an AIDS organization, you're going to hear somebody talking about it that you somehow were connected with, but they were the same ones that were judging you, was copying your entire flow. If you ever created diabetes, cancer, anything that you volunteered to do and created for yourself, you're going to start seeing it. Those same energies, well, they're not the only one, because that's the frequency that they run. They like chaos and confusion, but that's what they sit back, lie about people behind their back, and they prey on people's spirits. No, you're not the first one to create this and create that. You're not. It's nothing new under the sun. But the same energies that could have aligned themselves with your heart, your creative ideas, are now trying to see that, because that's the spirit that they have. They can't help it. They can. You're gonna leave it to source. Stay focused, child. Stay focused. They still creating confusion, saying you running from something. You're not. You focus, right? Because you know who's responsible for stuff. But like I said before, for you and somebody, something is going to feel like home. Like I said, something feels like home for you all. I see you working with someone, doing something that you used to do a long time ago. I'm telling you, the idea is going to come back fresh and new, roll off your shoulder. Just roll right off, like just come right out, because it's something that you've been doing. And now people want to align themselves with you, where other people were trying to restrict you and make you seem like you were crazy, something's wrong with you, you must have this disease and that. I mean, just lying all over the place. Detach yourself from anger and replace it with compassion. The same creator that created you created them, but they decided to use their creativity to create a bunch of hurt and pain in people's lives. So if they did it to you, y'all can go back in your memory and realize, oh wow, this is generational. They've been doing this to a lot of people. They've been putting a lot of spells on a lot of people for a long time. To steal people's ideas, starting when they were young. Smashed in between two salamanders, causing people to do a rebirth. That's how some of your kids are smashed in between salamanders, calling their spirits demonic, trying to erase you from existence. I'm telling you, Aquarius, y'all get it. You would get it, but you got a message that's coming through. Yep. Yep, you got a message that's coming through. So, then you can get some rest. Somebody just needed some rest from all of this mess. You needed rest. Somebody else needed some rest. From other people needed rest. But something just was going to feel like home, right? Just add structure and authority to it. I'm telling you, Aquarius, keep being respectful of no person. I'm telling you, it's because generationally, that's who you are. You'll be able to tell who's faking it, who's just looking at, oh, okay, we got to go deal with those people again. Don't let them cough on you. Don't let them touch you. Don't let them do it close. With all of this medical technology, they still in that same frame of mind. But we just have to take care of ourselves. People know when people are genuine and sincere. People know. Right? Good fortune. They knew that you would bring them good fortune, but no, because they want to do it their way or the highway, let's get Aquarius out of the way. Some of y'all are musicians. You all have written songs that, because it was put out before its time, they went right into sabotage mode. Let's go ahead and cut this person. This You know, let's spread every kind of rumor under the sun. Some of you all are, like I said, just very creative. Very, very creative. But your time has come back around. I'm telling you, your time has come back around, Aquarius. So yeah, detach yourself from anger. Replace it with compassion, because I'm telling you, they just telling on themselves. Whoever they are, you know, whoever they are, who knows? Who knows who they are, right? But I'm telling you, all the clairs are active. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance is active. Deja vu. A lot of y'all are psychics. Y'all saw this. Y'all, once you started believing, that's why you had a lot of people around you who didn't believe in you, didn't believe in you. But when you found your star, meaning you found your purpose, now you get ready to start thinking, okay, well, hold on, what's the perfect job for you to do? MC, medium coli, 10th house. Go look it up, right? So a lot of you all, like I said, had premonitions, precognitions, deja vu, all the clairs. A lot of you all have been working with your sixth sense, you know, developing your sixth sense. Some of the things you can do for that is listening to silence, right? Try to listen to sounds coming out of apparent silence. Sit somewhere you believe there is no noise, such as in a library, a country lane, atop of a mountain, or in a room where no one else can enter. Sit quietly and listen. You will still hear sounds. However silent you think the environment is, sound is relative. If you are in the world, you will hear something, right? Also, developing a sixth sense, you could be smelling a rose, right? Just that fragrance. Fragrances of the universe are profoundly awakening. And so take a rose or some other perfume flower, close your eyes, just let the smells enter your nostrils. You know, and then as you breathe in the fragrance, think laterally instead of just thinking. This is a rose. It has a smell because it is a rose. Ask yourself why a rose smells like a rose, right? So, you know, are there other smells coming from the rose that you hadn't noticed before, right? And then also developing your sixth sense is the power of touch. Place a leaf, a piece of fruit, or a crystal in the palm of your hand. All these objects have their own natural energy fields. Sit quietly, close your eyes, concentrate on the object and what it feels like in your palm. Peripheral vision is another one. So much of what we see passes us by. We see what we want to see. This exercise will make you more aware of things that you wouldn't normally see, preparing you to start to see auras and other energy fields, whether spiritual or material. Hold out your finger in front of you at your arm's length and eye level and stare at it. As you focus, be aware of everything else around it, but without focusing on anything else. So begin to note other things in the room or landscape. Gradually increase your peripheral awareness as you look out from what comes out of your eyes, but still straight ahead. Be aware of things going on almost behind you, right? So a lot of things are, like I said, a lot of you all are realizing you've been in your north node, but just didn't know it. A lot of you all are psychics that didn't even realize it. But now in hindsight, you're starting to pay attention. So yeah, dust off whatever you've been doing and unlock your potential. You're a humanitarian through and through. No doubt about it. That's what I have for you. I'll see you all in the next video.